Appreciate you hanging out with us on this Monday evening for Yankees spring training baseball.
I like the word you used in representative, because if you're a fan who came out to Steinbrenner Field today.
Let's take a look at the Pirates starting lineup, the Citizens Bank starting lineup. O'Neal Cruz.
You see what he did during the 2022 season. He is out here. The injury to Montas, the path is a lot clearer for Herman. Pitch well.
Herman getting ready. And the first pitch to O'Neal Cruz is a fastball inside. Issues was his fastball velocity was down a tick. But in his first spring start, Jack.
5 in the spring, and that matters.
Hicks down in the corner, coming to Sid. And the first batter grounds that hard, right to first. Rizzo steps on the bag. Teammates pick you up like that immediately as Herman drops the curveball in. The 1-1. That one misses.
B just fits in and doesn't look like a kid from the minors who was playing at the major league level.
The 2-2 from Herman. Inside. It's the kind of
shit and come back right and put the tag on Cruz.
This one is grounded to the left side. Donaldson cuts it off. Gonna see Rizzo judge LeMahieu coming up. Base DJ LeMahieu to lead things off. And the first pitch is.
He allowed 1 run in 5 innings. His first 3 starts for the Pirates last year.
Drifting back, and 2 are at the base of the wall. LeMahieu
makes the throw to second base. I think DJ's foot might have gotten in there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It sure did, and while you hate to have someone throw down on the bases when you are the Yankees.
No interest in running the bases.
Ryan, last year from over that span, tied for 3rd in the majors in walks, 6.
That is rolled to short. Owing some of the struggles that we saw from the Yankees offense in October.
The factor. Now the Astros swept the series, and the Yankees would admit that the Astros outplayed them, and the Astros.
After back-to-back seasons that were besieged by
spring training, or that he feels good in that right foot. Huge positive for the Yankees to be able to have, but that bat is necessary in the lineup.
Into right center, that will get down for a base hit. Base runner on the single from Anthony Rizzo. Taps that up the middle, and that will squirm into the out.
In the air, he wants to hit line drives, but more than anything, he wants to prove that last season isn't.
The young stud having a great spring, and takes
appearances at AAA last year. Yankees are keeping a close eye on him. Aaron.
That's in the dirt.
Stray out of the zone.
High and in. There you go, Jack. And the count is payoff to Volpe. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slider. With us here on Yes. Top of the 2nd inning. Domingo Germán deals inside for a ball. Sure, with the Rays, and now has moved on to the Pirates. Takes a nice curveball from Germán. 1-1.
And 17 homers. Looking for some pop from Choi. They also added Carlos Santana.
Games for the first time since 1952 and 53 as Choi gets blown away by that 94-mile-an-hour.
Pitches away from his 4-seam fastball. He has to use the 4-seamer, and in situations like that, he's going to get outs with it this early in spring. Good sign for the Yankees.
Jack, how do you look at?
But Germán is someone who has an 18-win season on his resume. He is someone who is end of the rotation.
The 1-2 from Germán. Justin Shackle, how about in perspective, Justin, and nice little curveball there, that fool.
And they give run value to each pitch. His curveball had a top 25 run value in the majors.
Volpe
from as he can this spring.
And Willie just raved about Anthony Volpe, talking about how odd. Derek Jeter reminds him of Don Mattingly. There. Inside's off the wall, and Aaron Hicks
pitches up in the zone and be a little more balanced at the plate.
I also think, Jack,
keep it going if you're Aaron Hicks. I thought he gave a spicy remark to Meredith, as we see. If you wanted to win a trivia question today with your Yankees.
That's the 2nd straight broadcast. You're bringing trivia.
And I haven't stumped you yet.
No. Workout playlist. Just to remind him of what's coming in spring. And he is. Drives that to right. That's going to get down. Duar. Hicks will scoot to third.
Thrown over twice. He can't even take his foot.
Pino laces that to right field, a base hit. Hicks will score. It's an arm. And the Yankees take a 1-0 lead.
The surprise?
That's a good point. Right, that would be a particular count where you would think of that.
I think, too, have to figure out what works best for them. Some pitchers are going to hold the ball. And
just for the audience who is wondering, as Ortega fouls that away, he could throw over a third. The 2-2. Good take there from Ortega. Getting nobody out. And the 3-2. High and away, ball 4, and the bases are to get more action in the game, less dead time, to access the incredible athleticism.
Because the positioning is not so much in an extreme shift.
Right.
I love it. In the spring training game, he threw 3 pitches before he had thrown the
2 on LeMahieu. Sneak through into center field, a base hit. 2 runs. The walk back to the dugout. Will step aside. Yankees leading 3-0. Judge coming up. With first and third, nobody out. And swings and misses.
Spent most of his time, Ryan, at Double-A, and we're seeing Miguel Andujar take a look at this Judge fly ball.
So that'll be a long set this time. And Judge takes. Yes, you could see him in left field because that is coming. As deep and gone. Into the seats in right. Aaron, first of the spring.
Here's the first one during the exhibition season. Where does he go number-wise during the regular?
You and I were having a fun discussion just before the game about how amazing it was. As
surreal. You used the perfect word. It would get quiet at the stadium as we see Donaldson ground out here. Judge knows exactly what they're waiting for. Everybody does. They're waiting to see you hit a ball 400 feet.
In the frame, 2-0 on Anthony Volpe. And Volpe takes a cutter for a strike, 2-1.
That stands out about Volpe because you know him as well as anyone. And his answer to me was kind of interesting. Doesn't matter how good your tools are and how much talent you have. He said Anthony, who just shot a single into left edge,
was ready there.
Yes. In as much of a crouch as Volpe is. And Oppenheimer just said everyone talks about how he's performed and how much.
It is universal across the board. A care factor. As Volpe also do our leading off second. You were talking about your experience with the WBC, Jack.
Love the W.
Kyle Higashioka, Gleyber Torres, Jonathan Loaizaga, all departing for the WBC.
Try and get himself ready for the season.
That's the line to first. Rizzo makes the.
And of course, 55 went to Carlos Rodon.
Tipped and hung on to by Trevino.
Absolute definition of pitching backwards. Wants to be able to get to that pitch to get himself some out.
He's 6 right now. Start to count down from there. In case you're. So Herman flirted with it that time. Dropped in a beautiful curve. Like tools, O'Neill Cruz is for you. Crackling fastball that is.
This is a strike, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's a strike.
From Herman.
To go curveball?
He does, and it's ball 4. So Cruz. Herman attempted a pickoff at second. It goes.
So perhaps there could have been a sign that wasn't a physical sign, but a
2-0 on Marcano. Beautiful curve there, and it's 2-1.
You want to get your team back in the dugout.
We're back to the changeup, and it's now full.